Welcome to Pilates. This is going to be based on a flexibility workout, so beginner to intermediate level. So I'm going to start just with a towel as one of our props, so a small hand towel will be fine. So I'm going to come down, lying down for our warm-up mobilisation. So we just start by bringing our awareness to our breath, which is in through the nose, and exhaling softly through pursed lips. Deep expansive breath in to the back, the sides and the bottom of the rib cage. Letting go of all that stale air. When we breathe out, the diaphragm lifts, the transversus fires up and the pelvic floor engages. So our connection between breath and movement is really important. Ideally, we want to be breathing out on the effort. Just bring ourselves into the space. And so, just feeling the body relax, your rib cage and your sacrum heavy on the floor. And so with awareness on the breath, just focusing on deep abdominals, gently lifting the pelvic floor, zipping up through the middle. And then taking ourselves into a hip release, breathing in, relax the right knee out to the side, slide the foot away. As you exhale, we come across the midline, slide the foot in. Inhale out, exhale across. And then changing direction, so across the midline, exhale out. Really focusing on keeping opposite weight in the opposite hip. And changing sides. You can place a finger or two on that opposite hip just to check for any movement. I'm not sure about you, but it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a regular practice. I should know better than this. Really focus on pelvic floor to stabilise through the hips. It's good. I'm going to bring myself over for my spinal rotation. I'm coming over onto all fours. Just move that out of the way. So I'm going to take a breath in. We're going to open the right arm. As you exhale, thread through. Keep the hips high. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. And then changing side. We breathe in as we open. Exhale as you thread through. Exhale, release. And again, breathe in, open. Exhale. Exhale. Keep the eye gaze to the floor. Feel that stretch in the chest. Thread through. Inhale, hold. Really good stretch for the upper middle back. This one I'm going to do one more on each side. It feels so good. Especially as you hold here, breathe in. Exhale. Exhale, thread through. Exhale, release. Good, so staying here for our scapular isolation. We're going to take a breath in, we're going to push the floor away. As you exhale, come back to neutral. And again, 2 more, breathe in, push the floor away. Exhale. And again. Exhale. So let's change direction. Breathe in, chest drops between the arms. Exhale, press away. Just coming back to neutral, by the way. Breathe in. Exhale. And again, 1 more. Breathing in. Exhale, just feeling those shoulder blades gently draw together. When you finish that last one, we're going to bring ourselves over, lying on our back. Remember that towel is there for our neck alignment. We don't want it underneath our head for this one. Heels in towards your bottom. Taking a breath in, as you exhale, tuck tailbone, peel 1 vertebrae by 1 up off the mat. Breathing in, holding, squeezing the glutes and hamstrings. Exhale as you release and lower down. And again, breathe in, stay. Exhale, tuck tailbone. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. Let's get on, do 1 more. Exhale. Exhale, release and lower down. It's good. When you finish that last one, bring the arms up off the floor into some arm circles, really focusing on rib cage placement. So taking a breath in, we reach the arms overhead, keep your rib cage nice and still. Exhale around. You don't want that rib cage to lift. You don't want it to pop up. Abdominals attach onto the bottom ribs, stabilize the rib cage. And change direction. Inhale, exhale out wide. And again, exhale. Good. Just finish that last one. When you finish that last one, just relaxing the arms down. Just think about our head nod, working those top 2 vertebrae. Take a breath in, gently head nod, exhale. If you feel like you need to lift your head up off the floor, then you probably need to place the towel underneath the head. It should just be a small move. You should be able to get your fist between chin, top of the chest. Head nod. Exhale. When you finish that last one, we're going to start focusing on thoracic extension, working upper middle back. So legs hip width apart. I'm going to play it safe. Forehead resting on the floor. I'm going to take a breath in. As we exhale, we lift upper body, keep your bottom rib in contact with the mat. We inhale, hold, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, release and lower down. Breathe in, stay. Exhale, lift. On the inhale, you can try and lift a little bit more. Don't let that bottom rib lift. Exhale, release. And again, breathe in. Exhale. Exhale, release and lower down. Really good for focusing on that upper middle back extension. Maybe we've been slumped over those laptops, Zoom conference calls with family and friends. Working from home, really good to open up chest, shoulders. Let's do 1 more. Feel free to add a couple more if you need to. When you finish that last one, hands by your rib cage, lift yourself up onto all fours. Into a shell stretch. Good shell stretch position. Take a lift in the middle first, cat stretch. Exhale, sit back. Take a few breaths here. Keep lifting your belly to release the lower back. Good, keep lifting the belly. 6 to 8 breaths, and then when you're ready, roll yourself back up on the out breath, really stacking the spine. And then we're going to come on over. We're going to come over into a half roll back. So just developing strength through abdominals. You're going to extend the arms then in front, tuck the chin, taking a breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to roll back to the back of the sit bones. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Inhale forwards. Keep that C curve through the spine. Really draw belly button as you roll back. Just the back of the sit bones. You can go further back as long as the lower back will allow. Exhale. On this next roll back, we're going to bring ourselves all the way back down in contact with the floor. Rolling down, 1, 2, 3, coming down in contact with the floor. So now I'm going to take ourselves into a one-leg circle. I'm going to start with a little hamstring stretch. So I'm just going to hold on to the top of the shin and just rotate the ankle one way, then the other. Release through the ankle. Extend the leg up. Take a hamstring stretch. Keep the foot flexed. That's good. Feel that stretch start to release. And then extend. Maybe you can keep that foot flat on the floor or extend the leg. Gently point the toes. And again, you can place hand on the opposite hip. Breathe in, circle out. So we focus on 5 circles in one direction. That's good. And when you've done your 5, change direction. So slower and smaller circles for less work, or big circles and faster for more work. When you finish that last one, flex knee, toe down, change sides. So again, just find the option that works for you. Extend the leg out, take the hamstring stretch first. Remember, this is all about flexibility. Muscles may have tightened up a little bit. Hopefully you've been keeping active over the past few weeks. Doing maybe my previous Pilates video. When you're ready, extend the other leg or not. And then start your circles. Watch this opposite hip. You don't want it to lift. It's all about pelvic stability and just moving the femur and the hip joints. Changing direction. I'm not sure if you can hear that hip clunking. Maybe making the move a little bit smaller can get rid of that air in the socket. Felt a little easier that time. Bring the foot down. I'm going to bring the feet flat on the mat, flat on the floor, and we go into the roll up. We're going to start with the roll up prep though. So feet flat on the floor. You're going to bring your arms back as far as you can maintain your rib cage in contact with the mat. Taking a breath in. Exhale. Exhale, so you can stay with this roll up prep, or you can go into your full roll up. So again, watch your ribcage, keep it nice and still. Take a breath in, exhale. Keep the arms alongside the ears. Just bring that pelvis to vertical, breathing in. Exhale as you roll back down. Big exercise, works through full range of movement through the abdominals. I'm going to do 3 more. Just maintain that C curve, right? Not collapsing over the front of the thighs. Really important. The abdominals help to maintain that C curve. If we start to collapse on the front of the thighs, abdominals disengage. And again. Exhale, release down. That's good. And bring the arms down. So I'm just going to strengthen up the back before I go into another abdominal exercise. So turn palms to face hips. Just make sure there's no towel underneath the head. Taking a breath in. As we exhale now into a shoulder bridge. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release down. Breathe in. Exhale. So again, we can stay with this shoulder bridge prep. Exhale. Just one move, hips up. Hold and hips down. So all the other option, we take a breath in, we exhale, lift. We hold the lift. We can march the heels. 1, exhale, release. Inhale, lift the other heel. Exhale. Or we can try lifting the foot an inch. Exhale. And the other side. Good. Alternating, keeping those hips up, keeping them level. Shoulders, hips to knees, nice straight line. Couple more on each side. Breathe in. Exhale, watch the hips. If you're beginning to drop down, remember to go back to that other option, heel lift. Really starts to work into our obliques, multifidus rotator muscles of the lower back. When you finish that last one, inhale, hold, squeeze glutes and hamstrings a little more. Exhale, release down. Hug the knees in, slowly release through your lower back. We're going to bring ourselves into a tabletop position now. So we're going to bring ourselves, breathing in 1, exhale 2. So again, nice tabletop position. Again, ribcage nice and still, pelvis in neutral. Taking a breath in, we're going to go into a double leg stretch. So we can keep the knees over the hips. Just going to move down a little bit. So, sorry, tabletop position. So I'm going to bring hands to the outside of the knees. I'm just going to keep the knees in tabletop. Take a breath in. As we exhale, we'll reach the arms. Inhale around. Exhale. I'm going to keep head and shoulders resting down. Option, as long as we don't feel anything through our lower back, extend the legs out. Exhale. Exhale, reach. Exhale. Let's give it a couple more. Remember, keep the legs in tabletop for less work. Last one. When you finish that last one, bring one foot down, bring the other foot down. We're going to roll ourselves over. We're going to go into the one leg kicks. I'm going to start lying down, legs hip width apart. It's a good stretch the front of the thighs. So taking a breath in, as we exhale, inhale, release. Pointing and flexing the foot. Works for ankle mobility, stretches out the front of the thigh. So as we breathe out, pulse, nice smooth move. Option is, if you want a little bit more, is to come up onto the forearms. And so the key focus here is to make sure hip bones are up off the floor, pubic bone is in contact with the mat. I find I get a little bit more stretch to the front of the thigh here, so taking a breath in, as we exhale, feels tight. As we exhale, point, flex, inhale, release. Avoid any jerky movements, keep those hip bones up off. More of a challenge for the upper body, shoulder stabilizes and really works into the front of the thighs. Yeah, then I finish that last one, I'll release myself down. I'm going to bring my feet wide, toes pointing out, hands slightly forward the shoulders. Big back extension exercise, really want to focus on squeezing the glutes and thinking of our imprint, engaging oblique muscles to avoid overextending through the lower back. As we exhale, we press through the hands, the forearms, we lift upper body. Exhale. And again, take a breath in. Exhale. Good. Big back extension exercise. Squeeze glutes, imprint, tucking that rib cage at the bottom. As you inhale, hold, exhale, release. We'll do 2 more. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, release. Last one. Exhale. Exhale, release down. When you finish that last one, feet into hip width, hands by your rib cage. Lift yourself up. Take a lift in the middle. Cat stretch. Then sit back, release, forearms down. Lift your belly to release the lower back. Six to 8 breaths here. When you're ready, rolling yourself up. Restacking your spine. I'm going to finish off with one more exercise, the saw exercise. Good rotation and flexion exercise. So feet wider than your shoulder width, arms extend out to the side. So we breathe and move. We take a breath in, we turn to the right. As you exhale, tuck chin, roll down, reach towards the outside of your little toe. We breathe in as we extend up. Exhale. Breathe in, turn. Exhale, tuck chin, roll down, reach towards the outside. Breathe in, extend up. Exhale. So really resist lifting that left sit bone as you reach. Keep that left sit bone anchored down. Good stretch. Breathe in, turn. Exhale. It's good. Keeping the sit bones anchored down. Your option is to also turn the back hand away as you turn. Works into shoulder stabilizers. Breathe in. Exhale. Good stretch for the lower back. Exhale. Good stretch for the hamstrings. Good work for the shoulder stabilizers. When you finish that last one, just relax the arms down. Take a release and roll through the shoulders. And so, that's my short little flexibility Pilates workout for you today. Thanks very much.